Universities in Hong Kong are removing more memorials that had been erected to commemorate the 1989 Tiananmen massacre. The Chinese University of Hong Kong took down a statue called the Goddess of Democracy early Friday morning. The work of art is based on a figure that was created by art students and brought to the square shortly before hundreds or even thousands were killed in the crackdown. France 24's Oliver Farry joins us now from Hong Kong. Oliver, this is yet more evidence that Beijing's grip on Hong Kong is getting tighter.
Yes, it came pretty much hard on the heels of yesterday's removal of the Pillar of Shame at Hong Kong University. It also happened in the dead of night, and it was in two universities today. In fact, Chinese University of Hong Kong and also Lingnan University. Both of them are institutions based in the suburbs of Hong Kong, and both of the artworks that were taken away commemorate the Tiananmen Square massacre, and both are the work of the same artist, the Chinese-born New Zealander Chen Wei-ming. The Goddess of Democracy at Chinese University has stood there since 2010. The university said that it had never been consulted about putting it in place, which I find a little bit hard to believe that something would end up on university property without any official clearance. But they said that it was leaving them open to legal worries under the national security law. Similar thing was said by Lingnan University, where Chen Wei-ming's Tiananmen massacre frieze was in position until this morning. So Chen himself has said that he will sue the universities if any of them have come if any of the artworks have come to damage.
Oliver, the fact that these are universities that are essentially spearheading this movement is pretty significant. What does this mean for the future of higher education in Hong Kong?
Well, universities, just like schools here, are very much in the line of fire of the government. Education has been largely blamed, probably on a pretext, for a greater defiance of the central government in Hong Kong. And there has now been national security education brought into universities, and even university professors themselves in some institutions are being forced to do in-service training for this. A number of university presidents have also resigned recently. Significantly, both of them were Taiwanese nationals. They themselves had declined to support the national security law, and they obviously realised that there was very little time left for them in Hong Kong. Now, significantly now, local media are reporting that future university presidents in Hong Kong, or vice chancellors as they are known here, will actually be chosen only among Chinese nationals. The president of the University of Hong Kong is an American citizen, but he is actually also born in China. So as far as the Chinese government is concerned, he is Chinese alone. So it's quite possible that the Chinese government, through the Hong Kong government, is trying to get a firmer grip on universities in the city. And Hong Kong universities rank fairly highly worldwide on university rankings, particularly Chinese University and the University of Hong Kong. And once again, it should be remembered that the titular head of every university, the chancellor of every university in Hong Kong, is none other than Chief Executive Carrie Lam.
Oliver Farry in Hong Kong. Oliver, thank you very much.